What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the stream. We're going to kind of do the same thing we did the other day. We're going to play a little 20 and 0, and then we're going to play our Madden. Kind of as we just continue to kill some time. 2 weeks until College Football 27 is here, and I absolutely cannot wait. But this is a good time to just kind of hang out with you guys, chit chat about things, try some new things on the channel. You know, we got a little time, and yeah, interact with you guys, man. I love honestly talking with you guys, and I do need to and hope I can start live streaming more. So that's the plan, and we are doing it right now. And we are going to start off with a little 20 and 0. We got a win. What's today? Thursday. We got a win on Tuesday. Took us 4 tries. We're going to try to get another win today. And now that we got the hang of it, we'll get through this a lot faster than we did the other day. It took a little while to get through to get through those matches. But we're going to try. We're going to start off with like the daily challenge, you know, thing like that. Also figured out how to make this so I can see it a lot better, a lot easier. And then we're going to be good to go. Real quick, if anybody is watching, I think we have a couple people. Could you just give me a thumbs up on the audio? Make sure we're good to go there. Streamlabs always seems to reset my output. And so like my sources, the source audio doesn't change, but its output for whatever changes even though it's set the same. So I try to always check it before the stream, but it's always nice to just get verification that we're good to go. But while we let people roll in, we're going to get started. We're going to start off with the daily challenge. And let's just do today's theme challenge. I don't know. I didn't even look what it was. We'll find out. The surname. Okay. Oh, yeah. These are kind of fun because you just get to pick the position. I remember I did one yesterday that it was players that had back-to-back letters in their name. Like Aaron Rodgers, you know, AA, right? And so you just go through and you pick here. Now, this is on any player that has a first or last name, 4 characters or less, right? So that's why Luck is here, Ward, things like that. Thinking about quarterbacks just off the top of my... Are they going to call him Pat Mahomes or are they going to call him Patrick Mahomes? Josh Allen would be in here too. I don't know. Well, no, here's the quarterbacks. Right here. I mean, we have Andrew Luck right there. He looks to be the clear... I mean, Matt Ryan, this was his MVP year. 38-7. Almost 5,000 yards passing in a 16-game season. I mean, it's either going to be Matt Ryan or it's going to be Andrew Luck. I think we're going to go Matt Ryan because we had way less turnovers. So we'll go ahead and do Matt Ryan here. And now we're going to get running backs, man. Have you guys been playing any of these games? It doesn't have to be 20 and 0 if you've done the NBA 82 and 01. I'm curious if you got Dalvin Cook. That right there. Are we going to get better than 1,500 yards and 16 touchdowns, you guys? We're going to look and see. The thing is, there's really not that many options, so I feel like most people are going to pick... who wouldn't in this, with how few quarterbacks or running backs there are, who else isn't picking Matt Ryan and Dalvin Cook? You know? We're going to get down to... We'll go wide receiver. So we're going to pick Randy Moss. Let's just go find him. We have 2 different Randy Mosses here. We're definitely taking that one. And we can grab Jerry Rice. I mean, Ray Rice. Where's Jerry? Oh, that's running backs. Let's find Jerry. No, let's find his records. He had more than 100 catches, I swear, in a year. And he had more than 13 touchdowns in a season, too. Didn't he have the record for touchdowns in a season? Before it was... I think it was broken, though. But I feel like Jerry Rice had better years than 100 receptions for 1,500 yards. So that's interesting to me. Because if that's the best year that they're saying that they're giving Jerry Rice, then that, I mean, we're going to go grab Torrey Holt. Or we're going to grab Tyreek Hill. We'll grab Tyreek Hill. I mean, wouldn't you say? Like, I swear Jerry Rice has had better year than 100 catches in 13 touchdowns. I could be wrong, but I swear. And the reason I say that is because when Sterling Sharp was, before he left the league, like, I think they said the 7 years that he played, the only wide receiver who had more catches and yards was Jerry Rice. And Sterling Sharp had I think he led the NFL. He had like 130 catches in 94 and 95 with Brett Favre. So if Jerry Rice had more catches, I don't know. Oh, either way, we're going to go grab the Triple Crown winner, Cooper Kupp. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I knew he had a crazy, 122, 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns. The 18 touchdowns is the record, right? Was the record, and then didn't someone break it? Or is it still standing? I don't remember. Tight end off the top of my head. Who are we thinking here? Tight ends with good tight ends with only 4 in their name. I mean, Mark Chmura is going to be in here. Bubba Franks. Nope, that's 5. No, the yards was the record until Megatron. Okay. Who is the touchdowns? Let's see here. This is our last pick on offense. Well, yeah, we're going to definitely take Zach Ertz. That was the would have been Carson Wentz MVP year. Rice had the TDs for a while. He had 22 touchdowns. He has the record still then at 22, right? We got to grab the Watt brothers, right? Both JJ and TJ. There's JJ. And we're going to go grab TJ too, as long as he's here. Which he should be. What? That's the season they're giving us for TJ Watt? What the hell? Alright, so we got Nick Bosa. That's not a bad one. Probably grab Nick Bosa. Or, well, no, we'll grab DeMarcus Ware and put him at our flex. Moss had 23 in 07. Damn. I didn't remember that Moss had that many. I knew he had obviously a crazy year. That is wild to me. Have you tried this out yet, bro? This is something I could see you really, really liking. Like, once you get the hang of it, I can 100% see you really, really liking this. All right, so we got Dave Butts with 11 sacks at the defensive tackle. Sue should be in here. And he was dominant. He's in a Warren Sapp, absolutely. That was MVP or Defensive Player of the Year Warren Sapp, right? Oh, that's true. It was in that the shortened seasoned even. Yeah, I know LT has the rushing one, but I was just thinking receptions only. Hey, what are you playing, by the way? What console are you on too, man? We need to game together. If you're on PlayStation, I don't know how we haven't yet. I'm curious. I am curious what you're playing, and also what you play on. All right, we're at linebacker here. It's who's gonna stand out for? Yeah, Cedric Gray with the tackles. Two different types of wide receivers. You're 100% right. It's not true, like not a fair comparison. Jack Ham had 3 sacks and 4 interceptions. That's looking pretty solid. But we get 11 and a half sacks from Uchi. Why is and 2 forced fumbles? And if we go all sacks, but he only had 22 tackles, that's not gonna work. Zach Bond, 139 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 1 interception, 5 forced fumbles. Zach Bond, welcome to the squad. As we try to win somehow, even though I feel like everyone's picking the same players. Cornerback here is, let's see here. I was trying to think who's going to have the interceptions here. What's going on, Colby? Man, we're doing like we've been doing, man. We're killing some time. So we're going to play a little 20-0. We'll just run a couple games here, and then we're going to hop into the Madden franchise that we started on stream the other day, and we're going to play another game there. I kind of switched some things around that I thought might have been why the CPU didn't play how we expected. Leon Hall, I've picked him before, and we won with Leon Hall when I picked him. That was in the regular mode, though, not this one. Yo, N890, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, Ty Law is absolutely who we're taking here. We're going to go get Ed Reed. I was just like, there's no way we're not taking Ed Reed. 19-1. I got to make sure you guys can... I got to scroll... I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it. I can't... That sucks, man. I can't scroll down so my overlay covers it. But it says I went 19-1. And I was honestly, guys, before I started this stream, I was looking at getting some new overlays. I couldn't find anything that I liked. I'll probably just have to... because all the overlays, it seems like, that are built that I could grab for free from Stream Elements or from Streamlabs with my subscription there, they're all designed for shooting games, FPS. They're not a clean aesthetic for streaming non first person shooter games. But so I'm kind of stuck with my current overlays till I figure something out. But anyway, it says I went 19-1, and it says Zach Bond, who had the sacks, the tackles, and the forced fumbles, was our holding us back. That's unbelievable to me. I mean, I thought I made the right pick. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, man. He had very good route running. But here's it. I think he makes it in today's NFL, but he isn't, what he was when he played, right? The era's changed. Cuz this is where I think you have to look at it, differently. Yeah, the athletes today are a little bit more crazy. He was never a crazy athletic guy, right? He wasn't very fast. He just had really good footwork, right? So he could get open. The rules have changed a little bit too now, right? You have, DBs could literally, within that 5 yards, they could grab a wide receiver and throw him to the ground. Can't do that anymore. You also have all the protections for receivers going over the middle. So if he's got his elite footwork to go over the middle, he's not going to get lit up the way that they were allowed to do back in the day there. So I do think there are some things that offset it that he'd be able to, you know, be a good wide receiver or, just make it in the NFL today. But would he do what he did back then? I don't think so, just because of the athleticism and, the way they run things now. Oh. Oh, I missed. All right. Got you. All right, I was going to say, the footwork there was so elite. But real quick, what console are you on? And where do you plan? Let's go play again, but I don't want to play the. If it's the. Nope, I don't want to do this. Shoot. I want to do the regular. Yep, we're gonna do every era, and we'll do prime. Their prime only. Got it. Your honest opinions, he'd still be a goat. Oh man, it'd be crazy to see some of those guys that had like what they had to put up with to get open, and then to do it in today's NFL. We're gonna grab Jonathan Taylor here. Yes, please. All right. Those daily challenges are fun, but this is more fun to me because it's a lot more strategic. Because you're limited to a team and an era, right? So we got Philly 99 to 2005. Man, this was. I swear Brian Westbrook had better years than that. Do we take McNabb? 31-8. Didn't they have? They didn't have a good wide receiving core. It's crazy that this Philadelphia team went to so many NFC Championship games. Oh, they had T.O. Oh, though. 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns is good. It's the 77 receptions. Deuce Staley had 1,200 yards but only 4 touchdowns. You know how hard it is to do that? To rush for that many yards and only sniff the end zone 4 times? Oh, you sold the PS5, you're a PC home. But hey, there's crossplay, man. So depending on what you're playing, most everything has crossplay. As long as it's a game, of course, it's on console. So that's where I'll circle back to what are you playing? All right, so here's the question, y'all. Do we take Terrell Owens, 1,214 touchdowns, or do we take Philadelphia or McNabb's 31-8? I think we take T.O. We've already. DeBear says, I know it's early and Madden College haven't come out yet, but Sim, what do you think should be a big addition selling point for college football Madden 28? Big addition / selling point for college football Madden 28. So I think college football is doing everything right. My biggest gripe with college football in its current state, it's kind of twofold. So one is I hate the XP slider system, and Adam Broski explained to me more in detail, and he gave me the details on it, and now I understand why I hate it so much even more. But in college football, they don't spend any time tuning it, right? So I do understand why they did it's players only progress, so they don't get worse. I understand that. But the positions earn XP at a completely unbalanced rate, and then you simulate 3 or 4 or 5 years, and you have a completely unbalanced league of talent at various positions. You'll have certain positions groups will skyrocket in talent, while other ones will absolutely tank and bottom out. And there's not, even when you play around those XP sliders, there's nothing you can do because certain positions just absolutely do not earn XP, while others earn it out the wazoo, even though you set it all the way down low. So fixing that, because there's a reason too. You don't see a lot of the streamers who do a dynasty like rebuilds. They go like 2 to 3 seasons. Have you guys noticed that? The ones who are actually playing, not the ones who are just like rebuilding to get a national championship. I'm talking about the guys who are actually playing. They go 2, maybe 3 seasons, and then what do? They start over. And they're not going to tell you why. Because a lot of the guys that are getting watched, are, I mean, they're critical of EA, but they're not going to come out and say, hey, I'm restarting because the roster is absolutely abysmal. But that's what it is. Because they haven't won anything. They just restart. So fixing XP-based progression, but based on the information, that's never going to happen. Then number 2 would just be, they got a lot of good there. They just need to do what Madden's doing. We're giving us stuff, interactive stuff week to week, right? Having some sort of news center would be really, really cool. A weekly show doesn't seem logical considering how many teams are there. But giving us some stuff to do outside of recruiting, bringing back the feature where you actually do stuff in practices and stuff like that, I think would be kind of cool. Just a little bit more interactive stuff in between games would be really, really fun. You're in 15 seasons, bro. But have you actually gone through and looked at like the rosters and what happened? It'll break your heart a little bit, especially if you tested XP sliders like I did and you know the data. Ambitions on Twitch, man. Thank you for coming through over there on Twitch. Do I have any good sliders? Yeah, I have them on my YouTube channel, bro. If you just go to the College Football 26 playlist, it should be towards the top. Anyway, we're going to take Terrell Owens here. We're going to put him as a flex. I think that's the right move. Sorry, we got a little delayed there. See 2 replies up. I don't see. I see the reply that says you're a PC home, but I don't see one where you said what games you play. I don't know how you do a weekly show when you have that many teams, though. Yeah, the rosters are whack. Yeah, exactly. That's what, and the thing is again, with the information that's presented to me, there's just not really any testing done in XP sliders. They throw the system in there. They don't pay attention to positions and earn rate for balancing purposes, and it's just like, oh, we have these sliders in there. They can figure it out. But even then, it doesn't get to. All right, where we got this Washington squad here. Pierre Garcon, man. Jordan Reed at tight end. That's a fantastic tight end season. We're going to take that. Chargers, 2006-2010. Where you at, LT? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm pretty content with this offense. Now, if we can get a good wide receiver here. Ooh, this is, let's see here. We have a spin. Man, we still have a quarterback. We're grabbing Drew Brees. Holy, I forgot we hadn't had a quarterback yet. Wide receiver here. This is all we need. We have a spin left. There is nobody here that I'm taking wide receiver wise. Let's go ahead and do our reroll. I'm liking our offense here. We're not getting any help on this wide receiver, though. I mean, it's going to end up being Derek May. No, I'll probably take Darrell Jackson because of the yards. Darrell Jackson, sorry. Oh, man, that's going to be what holds us back. The show, Skyrim, Jurassic Park, Evo 3. Man, I do have Skyrim on PS3. GTA 6 isn't coming to PC? No, that's not true. There's no way that's true. They literally hired or worked with the people who made the mods for the what is where you like role play. The thing is, you can turn off X factors. Yeah, you can turn them off. But I think if you turn off abilities, it's superstar abilities and X factor abilities. I'll tell you this much: I want to turn off the coach. I wish we could turn off coaching abilities because they haven't fixed those. Massively OP. This was a good job. We got to get Jalen Ramsey. We got to go get Jalen Ramsey. 4 interceptions. I mean, or do we get AJ Boye? Let's take a look here. This was that team that should have went to the Super Bowl. I forgot Calais Campbell was on that team. I don't think it'll be that bad, man. I don't think it'll be that bad. I'm excited for GTA. I don't really care about the story mode, though. Like, I'll play it. I'm more interested. I like GTA Online. Me and my friends have played so much GTA Online. I think we're going to take AJ Boye. Well, they can have it. They just choose not to. And honestly, you know, I had, my friend Smitty and SimFB have told me countless times that, you know, when they used to get invited down to the studio, that they brought up these questions like, why were certain things, you know, that we all sit here and say we love, why were certain things taken out of the game? And they asked those questions, and then they were shown by the devs, like, hey, we have all this data. We are able to see how many times so-and-so interacts with the extra point back when that was in the game, or how many times people press X to skip through the pregame introduction and press X to skip the replays and stuff like that. And their data showed that people were overwhelmingly skipping through all of those things. So they ended up like saying, hey, clearly people don't care about our pregame introduction with Jim Nance and Phil Simms. They just want to get to the game, so let's cut that out. And clearly people don't care about watching the replays, even if they're realistic with analytical breakdowns. They're just skipping them, so let's cut that out. And clearly people are doing this because they want to get through games faster, so let's remove the huddle so we can speed up the games even more. It's all based on data because of how people played the game. That's what's so frustrating. People sit here and complain for years to get a weekly show, and we got one last year. It wasn't very good. I didn't watch it very much because it wasn't very good. I'll watch this year's a lot more. But the reason we haven't had one that whole time was because when they had the extra point, people didn't really watch it. Why would you stick with it? Why would you continue to have great realistic replays and analytical breakdowns on the replays if people just skip through them? Why would you? I sit here and make videos all day like we need this, 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 and this because it's something that I want and it's immersive for me. But the data EA has in their hand shows that overwhelmingly people don't want it. They skip it. They'll watch it the first couple times, then they get rid of it. Oh man, there's just nothing good here. I might re-roll. There is just nothing that I want here. Titans were not good in this era. Reroll. This is better. Eric Waddle. Call of Troops 2K was fantastic. Fantastic game. Oh man, this Chicago. We got the 85 Bears to choose from here. We're gonna go grab Dan Hampton. Okay, we're gonna get Micah Parsons. 13 sacks? Maybe not. Oh, we can get Diggs. I can put him as a flex. Washington 99 to 2005. This is Bruce Smith was still playing. And he had 10 sacks. But we're going to go... Man. I've already used my reroll. So it's either Marco Coleman or Jeremiah Trotter. %100% correct, but every company collects data. Here's the thing, though, that I will counter that, though. So yeah, EA pulled features because of the data, right? NBA 2K collects the same data. NBA 2K has the full immersion in there. They have the pregame talking, players getting off the bus. They have the David Aldridge talking, pregame interviews and stuff. And the hilarious thing is there's memes of the people, because everyone like skips on David Aldridge and presses and holds skips, and 2K kept it in there. Like, I mean, people were laughing because it was he starts talking and you immediately press X and you skip over it. 2K still kept it in there regardless of that, even though they have the data that's probably, skipped over. In the halftime show, it used to be just Kenny, used to just be EJ, Ernie and Kenny. Then they added Shaq. They've expanded upon that. They continue to add more commentator crews, like, so it's like, yeah, they have the data and they can see, people skip through stuff, but it's already in there, so they just leave it. They might not expand too much upon it, but it's like, hey, we have it here. Let's just not invest resources on improving it. We're going to keep it the same, and we're just going to let it be because it's already there, and we'll spend our resources elsewhere. That's what I don't understand why EA doesn't do that. Like, you already have the realistic camera angles on instant replays. Why not leave them in the game? You don't need to spend any time improving on them because people skip through them, but just leave them in there. And then just don't pull them. You know what I mean? And, I guess we're going to take Marco Coleman here. We're going to be like a four loss team here. This isn't been good. Do we just go sacks here? We're going to be 18-2. Wow. And it was Brian Simmons. Our last pick. 18-2. 100% agreed, American. One of the great ideas. I stopped buying MLB The Show just because it wasn't doing anything for me. It was just like, it felt like the same game. And Soft Drink even says, like, yeah, is MLB The Show 26 good? But is it, as you pick up 25, 24, 23, and it's just good too. But MLB The Show gives you an option when you play quick counts, right? Why can't EA already lets you choose between playing the full game, offense only, defense only, right? Or just the moments. Why can't they add, when we go in and play a full game, have something similar to quick counts, right? Where it's presentation. You can do full presentation or quick style, right? If a person chooses quick presentation style, it's how it is right now, which is very quick. No huddle, no introduction to the game. There's no real anything going on, player comparisons, talking about the game ahead, nothing like that. Pre-game, there's like no pre-game intro. There's hardly any instant replays. There's no huddle, right? All these things to make the game go really, really, really quick. So if you go quick presentation, that's what you get. Literally how it is right now. If you go full presentation, well, that's where we get expanded introductions for the teams. They talk about the matchups, potential quarterback battles, or, whatever. And we have the full instant replay package that we used to get back in what we're about to play here shortly, as well as bring back the huddle. Let us choose. Like, these aren't hard resources. I mean, they're literally in your database, EA. Like, we're not asking you to make anything new. We're going to run one more. One more, and then we're going to play our game. We'll grab Josh Allen, I think. 37-10. I mean, we got to do Josh Allen, I think. We're not going to grab LaShawn McCoy. Oh, that was such a good... No, not enough yards. I think we're going to grab Josh Allen. Carolina 2021 to 2025. This is a... I hate when this one pops up, man. Because there's just nothing here. You select anything from here. You have to respin this Carolina team every single time. I do feel like a lot of the same teams from eras pull up. I don't think I've ever pulled the Packers from 2010 to 2015 or whatever that stretch is. Do you think they're trying to do too much with Dynasty Mode this year? What do you mean by that? I mean, they're expanding upon it with NIL. I think that's a good thing. I mean, they need to do more in Dynasty. People love college football, and they love the recruiting, which people love doing the recruiting in college football, which is the same format similar to what we had for the scouting in Madden, and then they took that away. Like, give us this... make scouting in Madden like recruiting in college football, and people will be so happy. Like, let us do something. Stop holding our hands, man. People don't want franchise mode for that. Curtis Martin, absolutely. Yeah. Curtis Martin here. KC. Oh, yeah, we're going to get Larry Johnson. Oh, boy. We already used our spin. We'll grab Keenan Allen. We'll put him as a flex. No, I can't change it. I learned that the TDs for tight ends doesn't matter as much as receptions and yards. So we're not going to go Jonnu Smith here. We're going to take A.J. Brown. All right, we're going to get Vernon Davis. That's going to work out very well for us at the tight end position. But I don't think we're going 20-0 with this squad. We just didn't hit the skill positions the way we needed. We're gonna grab Warren Sapp, absolutely. Green Bay, 19. We got Reggie White up in here. Let's go grab him. I don't think there's anyone else I want to grab off this defense. Is George Kuntz not even on here? Yeah, George Kuntz is right there. Doug Evans. No, we're grabbing the Minister of Defense, man. San Francisco, 2011, 2015. We could grab Aldon Smith, rest in peace. Or do I grab shit though? Because Navarro Bowman. Oh my god, you guys, this is actually really tough. Are we taking Aldon Smith or do we take Navarro Bowman? 128 tackles, 5 sacks, 2 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles. Yo, this 2011 49ers defense was loaded. Carlos Rogers had 6 interceptions. Parrish, oh my god. 2014 Parrish Cox had 5. Aldon Smith, 19. Yeah, we'll take Aldon Smith. That Navarro Bowman pass up though, that's tough. We could have. Here's the thing though. Had I went Navarro Bowman, I could have got DeMarcus Ware the very next pick. I would have been. I would have had more sacks. I would have had Navarro Bowman. But this Brady James, 101 tackles and 8 sacks, that's not shabby, man. I don't think there's anybody else I'd want to grab here. Roy Williams had a really good year, though, but I'm going to take this linebacker. Oh, God. Who are we grabbing here? J.C. Jackson for sure. J.C. Jackson for sure. Indianapolis. I don't think they had a good safety. I have my reroll. There's nobody here worth taking. I got a reroll. Houston, I need. Oh my god, that definitely. Get the worst. Oh my god, Houston 99 to 05. There wasn't a lick of talent on the field. You're putting out a team that would have lost to the national champion, national champion in college football every single year. We screwed ourselves, but I had to do it. Yeah, 18-2. Eric Brown, the safety, our last pick right there, is what held us back. So potentially, not during that era. Mario, but I couldn't. That's true. Mario Williams was drafted in 2005, right? That was Reggie Bush and Mario Williams' rookie year. It would have been his rookie year numbers, but I didn't have an edge spot open. But 2005 would have been the only year that he would have showed up. All right, let's play some Madden, y'all. Let's go ahead. I am itching. To play a little Madden.
EA Sports.
And I want to get through this. We have 2 weeks left until college football. I'm not going to play every single game. I do want to scout, and I want to get through, and I want to remember. I want to remember the off season for this, because you guys didn't see C4's video on the free agency frenzy. It's not looking good. And that was my concern. We talked about it the other day. You basically, the CPU you just get whoever you offer. You just get. If you have some money, you offer them. You just get. There's no pushback from the CPU. It's pretty much you go pick and choose who you want, and the CPU signs who you don't. Not okay. Not okay. If that is, I mean, how he explained it and you know, his experience, if that's carried over all the way through to release, that's going to destroy franchise for people. It's going to turn it into a season mode. Alright, so we got the Panthers. We will mess around with this one. EA servers are down. For this game, absolutely they are. They are 100% down for this game. A couple things, couple changes from the last game we played that I think messed up why Tom Brady and Ryan Mallett were just so awful in the game. I'll kind of let you guys know. Was I had been, you know, looking some stuff up online about, because I didn't really make sliders. This was before I was really making sliders, so I was asking, you know, what people were using, and again, you know, one of the things that it was saying was that we're gonna jack up punt accuracy, by the way, get the CPU to give us some better punts. A lot of people had DPI down at 0, so that's what I did. And I just put it back up to 50 because game's 12 years old, but with my methodology, the lower the DPI, the better the coverage. It also impacts what I've noticed, run pass ratio. So I just put it back to 50, and that's where I had been a lot of the time. So we're just gonna go right there. I put it back to 50. I did increase the penalties. We didn't get any penalties. We had one penalty call. So I'm gonna just play around with this and try to get some penalties. I left everything else the same, you know, as you guys can see. Dude, he was crazy, and the fact he did what he did in his second year. Do we have any actions we need to do? So this is a backup right guard. Why are we getting... I mean, he's like a 70 overall. Future draft pick. Why would they do that? These offers make no sense. Why would they give me an 82 overall corner for this guard? Not good guard. I feel like I'm not gonna abuse the CPU, right? If they make stupid trades, I'm gonna you know, that's part of the thing we have to do. I have this set to auto, I think. I don't want to mess with player upgrades. I just want it to be auto. I want it more of a sandbox. Progress players on. So it should just automatically go for me. We're going to try again on slow. Slow difficulty, we're going to keep it going. If there's still issues, then we'll bump it up to normal. Back-to-back home games for us. I did like those jerseys we rocked last. We're going to rock the throwbacks, though. We're going to rock these throwbacks, I think. Oh, before we forget, I forgot. Remember, we were having an issue. We got to go to our schemes here. We got to switch our playbook up because that playbook is not... It's a 3-4 playbook, even though we're running a 4-3. It's pretty stupid if you ask me. So who's running a 4-3 at this time? I'm trying to remember. I'm not gonna go there. Pretty sure Tampa Bay was running a 4-3. Seattle was 100% running a 4-3. We're gonna go here. Is that gonna switch up so we have 2 defensive tackles here now? No. Either way, it should help get us 4-3 formations. Boom. Let's do it. Yeah, the Bears, that'd be sweet, especially since they're putting coordinators back in. It'd be really cool and easy for EA if they just took players, like you already have the player models in the game, right? Just like NBA 2K does, and they just become a coordinator. We see it all the time. Kellen Moore, I mean, was coordinator, now a head coach, right? He was a player, right? You have that with so many players, or coordinators across the league and coaches. They're former players.
The Bills.
It would be easy on EA. They don't have to do auto-generated nothing.
Jim Nance alongside Phil Simms. And Phil, we've prepared for this game by talking to the players and the coaches. What do you expect?
Jim, you know, just talking to the coaches, talking to both of them, how fired up they were. So if the coaches are that fired up, can you imagine how the players are going to be? Their emotions are going to be at sky-high level. That means we are going to have a hard-hitting game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Let's go down to the field for the latest, and here's Danielle Bellini.
This should be a tough game, man.
You've got a team down here today that wants to get off to a fast start. They talked about not wanting to play from behind, so they're going to take some chances, do what they can to get on top early and stay there for 4 quarters. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field.
There we go.
Ryan Lindell is
I am glad that we're going to
formation,
have the ability to
ready
use this
down to
kickoff
the end
angle
zone.
again via the modular camera system. I think it's so small,
They're
but it
setting
adds
up return.
such a nice little touch.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. Newton's going to be leading the team today, of course. 3 years of competition in this league and now starting to find his rhythm. It's first down as they head to the line. Tight ends in motion here. Quarterback drops back, play action. And he's thrown to the ground.
Why are you hearing the
Nothing better than the defense to sack the quarterback early in the game.
You should be hearing Jim Nance and Phil Simms.
Physically, nothing like ripping the other guy.
Second and 15 following the first down sack. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Why aren't you
Under
throwing
fire
it?
all day.
When it's third
What is
long on
going
the
on
offensive
here?
side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a first down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
Tight end in motion. Newton in shotgun formation. Challenging the defenders to the right
Nice swat.
side.
I don't know why we're
Away.
getting some sacks.
Jim, when you get in these
That's so weird.
situations, there's not much you can do. Third
If
long,
that continues, I'm
not
going to
easy
just
pick up
reset
first
some of the other
downs in these
stuff
type of situations.
and go back to how I was, because
Matt
I was never getting
McBriar
sacks
ready
like
to
that
boot this
before.
one away.
That sounds like the guy who does NFL 2K. I mean, I can kind of see.
Wants to give it a go here. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line. Manuel's going to be leading the offense once again today. He connected on over 60% of his throws last week.
Our game against the Patriots, he had sleeves. This game, he does not.
The Bills
and the
at
weather's
the line of
obviously
scrimmage.
not a thing.
Split backfield. 1st and 10. Fred Jackson gets the handoff.
Oh.
Nice tackle.
Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or
Good
worse,
blocking
that'll get their
downfield.
confidence back.
They're able to
Reggie
move
White
the
was insane,
chains
man.
after that
And,
last run.
you know, he had so many sacks that didn't even count towards his NFL career because they were in the AFL.
Spiller's got the carry once more. That's a gain of 6. Here's the Bills offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once.
Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. That's their fake names.
After running it,
That's not their
it's
real
second
names,
down.
but yeah. Old Maddens still hold up, man.
Scans the field, and the
They dropped in the
quarterback
coverage.
is
I didn't want to throw an
taken
interception.
Take a look at the defense now. John Beeson, a player we should be calling many times today.
Yeah, he's a smart player.
We gotta get
There's no
points
doubt
no matter
about
what
that.
here.
And he can diagnose the runs and
I
get
wanna
in there
run
and
this
make those
draw.
tackles. And, of course, the other thing he does,
11's your
he
favorite?
knows how to
11's
cover
really
the tight
good.
end and get in the right spot
05,
to
10, and
ultimately
this
throw
are
the
my
quarterback.
all-time favorites. Although 12 was really good too. It was the last year that had like, you know, the full fledged out franchise mode.
The play clock's running down. Jackson. The
Oh, no.
ball is out, and it's a takeaway.
I just did a draw because it's like, all right, could catch him off guard, pick
That's
up the
what you
first,
call
but
a
if
takeaway.
not,
The defense
we'll
just
just
makes such a hard hit that they
have a
take the
chance at
football
a
away
field
from
goal.
the offense, and they recover the fumble.
damn. All right.
Smith's lined up now as a slot receiver. 1st and 10. Caught to the 25.
Good job by the
04.
receiver
So here's the
that
thing with
time.
04.
Get that
It's
extra
obviously the
couple
Mike
yards,
Vick
gets a
year,
first down.
and a lot of people love
They
it for
are
nostalgia,
marching.
but
Let's see how the
05
defense
was
reacts.
better than 04 in every way because 04 was so OP, and 05 they brought in the defense with the hit stick and stuff to balance it out. 05 was, I mean, I think when you break everything down, every single
Smith's gonna get
aspect,
set
I think
in the
05
slot
was
for
the
this
best,
snap.
most
Here's
complete
the
Madden
draw.
they ever
That
made.
tackle was made at the
When you're talking
27-yard
about
line. And with that, let's take a
presentation,
look at the
balanced
Panthers
gameplay,
offense.
Tony
This is an
Bruno
efficient
show, the
group.
franchise
Last week,
features.
turning the football over just once. And as always, the starting lineups have been brought to you by Papa John's Pizza, the official pizza
I played
sponsor
both. I had both
of
games,
the
man.
NFL. Order now
And I still have Madden
at
05.
papajohns.com. 2nd down and 7. Throws to the right. Sticks to his hands.
Oh, I wish he would have dropped that. He got absolutely
Danielle
walloped.
Bellini is there with the latest from the sidelines.
I spoke with members of the Panthers this week. Their defense forced a lot of turnovers last week, guys.
I still have NFL
and it's a trend they
2K5,
want to
and I
see
still have Madden
continue
05.
today. They're not going to
I
take
got
chances
pretty much,
to
I
force
got Madden
turnovers.
05.
Instead,
I
they
got
just want to play
Madden.
smart positional football. And
I don't have
they
Madden
believe
07 or
that's
08
good enough
anymore.
to get
Actually, I think I
some
do have
results.
08.
Guys,
I
that's
have
all from the field.
09.
I'll send it back
I have
up to you.
10.
Looking to the right side and throwing. He's brought down. Between plays, let's take a look at how the Bills defense.
So, Colby, I
A week
actually
ago,
have
this is
my
a bunch that forced
PS3,
5 turnovers.
but I have my original PS3 that I got, which was backwards compatible, that can do PS1 and PS2 games. So that's how I was doing like Call of Troops 2K8 and NCAA Basketball 10, right? Is because
And Edwards is in the slot.
it's backwards
2nd and
compatible.
7,
So now I have the
D'Angelo
HDMI,
Williams.
cable.
He'll go to the left. And it came
So I
up a
can not
yard
only can I
short.
do those old PS2 games,
Nice run
And
that
PS3
time. When you
games.
run the football like this, over a
I
period
could
of time,
do
it's going to
like
wear
I've
that
thought about
defense
firing
out.
up
There's no
NBA
doubt about
Street,
it.
man.
Nice
Like,
job on
I
the
got a lot of
offensive
old
line.
games. I'll
This
pause
is
here and I'll
third
bust
down.
out and show you guys what I got. Oh no!
Got some daylight.
Good run.
And now they take the
I gotta see if
football
it's
onto
easily
the opponent's
accessible.
side of the field.
I kept a lot of those games, man. I didn't want to trade them in. I still sit down and play NBA Street and just kind of work through and
They face first down.
Newton's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He'll fire it out to the left. Just had to avoid the sack. Incomplete.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't lead him, just stick it on him. Quarterback throws it too far in front that time.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
3-step drop. Makes the grab.
good
Throws the
block.
stiff arm.
All right, they got a 3rd and 4. Wayne Gretzky, I never heard of that.
Well,
You know
that's
what's
a nice
crazy
completion
though?
by
I
the
do have
offense.
the
and what it does, it just
I have
puts
my
them in
Sega
a more
Genesis, too.
manageable
but
situation
it's
so they can
obviously
pick
when
up
it's
that
not.
third down.
I'd have to find a coax to HDMI converter. 3rd and 4. We're gonna blitz. But I have the mini Sega Genesis as well that has a bunch
shifted
of
from
three-letter
tight end
games
to
on
a
there.
receiver
None of
in
them
the
are sports
slot.
games though.
3rd and 4.
Blitz and they burned
Complete.
us.
Good, solid
4th and 1.
tackle.
No, okay,
Short
okay,
of the
okay.
First at, now we've got a 4th down situation.
Well,
When did
Jim,
that
that's
come
just
out?
a bad play call. You call a pass
3D hockey,
on
it sounds
third
like it's
short, you
gotta be
throw it,
old.
you complete it, and it's not past the first down marker. Bad play call by the offensive coordinator.
Graham Gano lining up for the field goal. No doubt about it. Put 3
I have
on
Madden
the board.
11.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the
I
offense.
literally
And what it does, it
have
just gives you confidence. You did some positive
Madden
things on the
03,
field, and it should
Madden
carry
04,
over for you for the rest of the
Madden
game.
05. Then I don't have Madden 6, 7, or 8. I don't know
The
what happened.
Bills are ready to return the
I
kickoff.
do have 8. I bought it a couple years ago. I do have 8.
The returner opts for the touchback, and the offense
I have
will
Madden,
begin
and then I
at
have
the
Madden
20.
9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. I don't have 16 or 17. I have 18 via digital. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
Spiller's a running
25,
back,
26
but he's
are all
in the
digital.
slot for this play.
Actually, no, 23's on disc right here next to me.
Now 1st and 10. Trying to work that left side. Dan picks up bound 3.
12 added the cool stadium runouts and
Nice
stuff
catch
like that,
time
which was
by the wide
nice.
receiver on the
What
slant route.
what makes you think
Quarterback
it was a step
puts it
down
right
from
on
11?
target.
Doug
I
Marone
personally feel like
now
11
comes
was a
into the
step
league
down
from
from 10.
Syracuse as the head coach of the Buffalo Bills.
He had great success.
You know what
at
I remember
Syracuse
was the big
University.
feature
And what
for
I like
11
about Doug
from 10
Marone,
was
an
the
offensive
squib
coach,
That's
coached the
all I
offensive
remember.
lines, been in the NFL,
It's being
so he knows
different.
what it takes to win in the NFL. And the experience he got as being a head coach at Syracuse, I think this is a good combination
simulation
and a
stats
good
get
pick by the
fixed?
Buffalo Bills. It's going to be fun to watch to
for-
see how Doug Marone does up there this year.
2nd and 7. C.J. Spiller. Middle. He's tackled
Finally
at
got the
the
read
28.
option right.
When you
I
run
didn't
the
run
football like
simulation
this
stat
and you show
tests
toughness,
during my
there
time
is
at the
no
beta,
doubt.
man.
When you
I just
fake
wanted
it
to spend time
and
on
try to throw the
gameplay.
football down the field,
'Cause there's
the
nothing we can do
quarterback's
about
gonna have
sim
all day to
stats.
get it done.
We have no control of it. Like 2K, we have control over it. Madden, we don't have any control.
3rd and 2. They'll call on the services of C.J.
There we
Spiller.
go.
The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker.
The only
Even
thing,
though
the main
defense
thing I
knows
saw
you're
from
probably
the
gonna
from
run
the beta
football, it's third
was
and
someone
short.
posted in
If you
Discord
run hard,
that
all you
the
need is a little
49ers
bit of a lane. We see it there. and
acquired
he will get the
Lamar
first down.
Jackson and gave him a massive contract while they still had Brock Purdy on their roster with a massive contract, which Absolutely makes no sense,
First
yet it
down
was
here
done.
after the run.
And then, C4's video about the free agent frenzy. That is all that I have
again. Picks
seen.
up 3.
The thing about the halftime show extra point. Yeah, nobody watched the extra point, though. And it wasn't very well done. Because people were going to compare it to NFL 2K5. And it was one of those things. It was so
Chandler's
poorly done
playing out of position
that people
in the
didn't watch it. And
here.
so then EA's like, well, they don't like it. So let's just get rid of it.
Manuel's got it in the gun.
Oh, no,
He's
I made the wrong
looking
decision.
to the right here on this throw. They break through.
I'm
Tackle
lucky.
him behind the line.
I am lucky.
Quarterback should
I am
never
so
thrown it
happy,
that
though,
time,
that
even
they
though he
are
completes the pass,
adding
he should have seen the
to
defense was right there. A loss of a
the
couple
Scott
yards.
Hansen show, whatever we call it, weekly recap. They improved
Offense
it, man.
lines
Year 2.
up here.
I am so happy about that. I was worried, but they are sticking with it and improving it, which I think that
Third
is
down
super
and
awesome.
8.
And a flag is down.
Oh, he
Unable
dropped it.
to
What's
bring
it's
it
going to be
in.
holding? The thing too tweaked is that people
The
weren't watching
penalty
this.
is declined.
This was before
that
Ultimate
last
Team.
play will hold up.
So this was people were playing like online head-to-head and then franchise.
They're set
we
to
we
punt
weren't
it away
losing
now.
people to Ultimate Team. I think they still had Superstar mode, but I'm still waiting for them to bring back a full Superstar. Madden 06 Superstar. I should get a
from the
copy of Madden
23.
06, man,
Gains
for
15.
next year, because I'm not going to be playing it, once College Football Madden 2K are released. Like, and when does the new College Hoops game come out? I'm assuming they're calling it College Hoops. Because that's going to own my life, like making content and stuff. But
Now in first down.
I would love to go back
Williams got
and
it
do
on
the
handoff.
Superstar mode
Slashes to the left side. And the
on
tackle is made
06,
at the 41.
where like you picked your parents and stuff like that, and it had impacts. And then, of course, be a quarterback with the vision cone. God, I wish they'd bring back the vision cone. Bring the vision cone back, and then you have revamped passing built in with it, and you could actually look off safeties. No. College Hoops EA scrapped it because NBA 2K is bringing back the college game. We are getting a college basketball game. It's just from NBA 2K.
The quarterback is coming to the line.
No, we're getting a college
hoping
basketball
to
game, though.
avoid being
It's from
sacked
NBA
for
2K.
a third time.
No. They're making
Looks
it's going to be its
around.
own separate
and here's the
mode.
throw. Cam
Or its
Newton
own separate
throws
game.
it down the field.
Well, for some reason, this quarterback likes to keep.
It's
trying
not going to be
go
a
deep
mode
down
in
the field
2K. It's going to be
against
its
cover
own.
two. That's not the
No,
spot
it's
you
going to
wanna
be.
go.
It's
You
going to
wanna
be its
look
own game.
underneath or right down the middle.
It's going to be its own game.
Two tight ends. 3rd and 7.
Where did you see that it's inside NBA 2K? Drop
Perfectly
it.
thrown.
Oh,
He'll
nice
be brought
catch.
down, but not before picking up the first down.
Where did you see that it's going to be solely inside NBA
15
2K?
minutes down, 45 minutes to go. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And Edwards is a receiver in the slot. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Muscles
That was
through the
pretty dope,
defender.
actually. See Cam Newton run the option and pitch it. Hey, man, shout out to those of you on X who are tuning in. We get a lot of viewers on X. Nobody ever comments, though. Would love to have people comment if you're watching on X. Interact. We're going to... So I will say the game started off, I was a little nervous, right? We
Olsen's
sacked
in
Cam
the
Newton 2
slot
times
receiver
initially.
role for this upcoming
And I was like,
snap.
oh no, another game,
Gonna
like,
be a
you know,
penalty
quarterback
here.
just looking like crap.
Fights through that
Oh, no.
hit. He's got a little bit of daylight here. Breaks free. Gains
But after that
14.
first possession, settled in, and he's playing, he's throwing for more yards than Tom Brady did. He's playing a lot better. They're moving the football more. Did they just draw us offsides too? That's what I'm saying. He fake snapped it.
Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there.
You get a replay on that? I can't tell you the last time I played the CPU in a current Madden game, and because they always snap the ball right away. Even with their new feature they added of, whatever it's called, thief or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. That's only in certain scenarios will they actually try to draw someone off sides. I cannot tell you the last time. We don't get to see it. But he was running a snap count. He snapped it and got the offsides call. I can't tell you the last time me as a user was drawn offsides. If you jack up offsides like in Madden 26, I can draw the CPU offsides.
They knocked him down behind the line of scrimmage.
When you make play calls like that, you're not going to win many football
getting drawn
games.
offside, my team, because the CPU quarterback doesn't run a snap count. It's just instant snap the ball. Again, I think, they want to add skill gap to the game. Bring back the vision cone, man. Where you actually have to target a receiver.
Moved away
not
from
every,
the tight end position
you have to look
to now
and move
a
it.
receiver.
Now, granted, you have good quarterbacks. And if you guys remember Peyton Manning, his cone was the entire field.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it.
Awesome
the defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
We're going to go dime here. We're going to stay in a cover 4. I'm fine with him running a snap count and drawing
usually
the
a tight
offsides.
end, but he's in the backfield this time. Newton's back in shotgun formation.
And you know what? If I don't want it to happen, I don't increase the offside slider. Like, I have it at 55. That's the whole point of penalty sliders. If people don't want
it's fourth down, what do
to
you
have
do?
the offsides,
I got the answer right
they
here.
just
You
lower the
punt it.
slider.
Play field position, make the other offense drive the length of the field to score.
Look it. Try it again. If I was losing on old Maddens, I'd cheat on fourth down and stop the clock by jumping off sides automatically. Yeah, I know. I used to do that too when I was a kid. Like when I was a teenager, I would do that. I don't want that play.
Nickel formation for the defense here. The wide receiver in motion.
Vision cone coming back. It's a true skill gap. But again, just like they have now, give people options. They can turn it off. But I think it'd be great if they made the vision cone mandatory for online play. That's the real skill gap. But that's also, you can look off safeties. People want to use their safeties and middle linebackers. So imagine that they're reading the vision cone, they get looked off, and then the guy flings it to their side of the field. That's the true skill gap. Oh no!
Now to his left.
Oh my God!
Almost intercepted.
I was like, I threw pick 6. I got baited into that zone.
Throw and catch. That time, neither was there. Another
Oh
incomplete
my
pass.
God! I got abs. I was
Jackson
interceptions at 50, default 50, and it was crazy. I was reading through all the old stuff. People were complaining about how many interceptions there were, and I'm like, I see nothing but dropped interceptions.
Into the open flat. Ball is caught.
Oh, no.
He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
They need to also
good
fix
job
the
by the
injury clock
defense.
stoppage.
They're well taught, well
fill me in on
schooled by
that
the
one.
defensive coordinator.
I don't think I'm aware
they
of that
know
one.
in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
That was good defense.
The punter awaits the snap. Again, we'll try and return this one.
The play clock restarts after injuries, but not in Madden. One of those little things, you know.
And Williams is lined up directly
I
behind
didn't even
the
notice
quarterback
it. I'll be
here.
honest with you.
1st and 10.
I didn't
He's
even know
stacked
that.
up at that point.
Well, a short gain on the run that time by the offense. When you're a running football team, listen, there's going to be a lot of ugly plays that don't work. You just got to keep running it.
2nd and 9.
So you think that's put in there because they're losing and stuff to try to, like,
Williams tackle
move
down
the
at
clock?
the 42-yard line.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
The Carolina Panthers closed fast at the end of the 2012 season, which has given them a lot of hope for this year.
Yeah, it should give them hope. I do like their offensive line. I think they got a pretty good defensive line, and it's going to be the 3rd year for Cam Newton.
oh, we'll be all
I
false
thought
start.
the experience he gained in the
I
first year and a
bumped
half
up penalties
really
a little
showed towards
bit.
The end of
It seems to be pretty
2012.
solid right now.
I
We've
expect him to
had,
start where he left off.
what did we
Seemed
have?
like
We had a
last year they
holding
didn't know
call.
what to do with
We've
the
had
running
one
game.
holding
Maybe they'll
call,
figure it
one
out this year,
offsides
Phil.
call,
Yeah, I think they will.
and one
I
false
would
start
take some
call.
of that run game
And
pressure
we're
off of Cam
just in the
Newton
second quarter.
and put him under
That's
the
pretty
center.
good
and
right now.
maybe
I think
go
we're
to
in
a
a sweet
more
spot. I'd like to
traditional
see,
offense,
maybe a
because when you
DPI or
play a
something like
traditional
that.
offense,
And
sometimes it gives
oh my,
you more
good running.
variables.
You
can
know,
throw
EA
at
just
the
did all
defense.
this
So
work on the
make it
running
tough on
lanes,
the
but
defense. Go
it
back and
looks
watch
so good right here. Look
What
at
a
his
nice
lane
run by the
detection.
running back. Picks up big yards, and he did everything that time.
Where
He
was
picked the
this in
proper
Madden
hole,
26,
gets
Madden
through it,
25,
and
et cetera, et
shows that
cetera?
speed to get the long game.
Why was there needed to be a whole new? Granted, the CPU running is really, really good in the beta, but why did we need a whole new system for it? I'm watching
And
these running
Edwards
backs
is
in this
lined
game,
up in the slot.
this 12-year-old, 13-year-old game,
2nd and 4.
and they don't
Screen
have
play
those
is on.
issues.
Reaches out and grabs it.
It's kind of wild, isn't it?
Well, when you get a couple first downs, it just gives you such great confidence. It makes everybody relax. And I always say this, when you're a relaxed athlete, that's when you play your best.
We're gonna run our game plan here.
Lined up in the pistol formation.
1st and 10. Williams got it
That's
on
the second
toss.
time they've ran that option. We were ready for that one, though.
Well, the play is there to be made,
You
but
have
the
to-
offensive
well, the
player
issue with
doesn't
the
get it
blocking
done.
and running wasn't
Bad
for
job
the
on
user,
first
it's the
down.
CPU. They
Well,
couldn't
back
run
to
the ball.
Carolina, Phil.
They had
They've got a
horrible
new
lane
general
detection,
manager,
right?
Dave
They just
Gettleman, and he's
they
been talking
would
about
try to run
how
it a
he
little
wants
bit,
Cam
and they'd get
Newton
like
now in the
negative 4 or
pocket
5
so
yards,
they can go
and so
more
they'd
vertical
stop
with the
running.
passing game and grind it out now with the
And
running
they had to
back.
Yeah, it
figure
just
out
makes
the.
sense. That's how I see the Carolina Panthers. You got a quarterback.
They
that's big and
rebuilt
strong,
the
throw it
lane
down the
detection
field.
or
That's
whatever. But what
the
I'm saying
NFL
is in this
about.
game right
then
here,
you run the football to make your
look how
football
good
team, Jim,
the running backs are
physical.
at
It
finding
helps your
and
defense
navigating through.
by making them physical because you've got to practice against each other. So I like the calls. Nice job that time by the wide receiver on the post route. He's open,
Yeah,
but the
if it-
quarterback
you know,
throws it too far and misses it.
I think people at EA will tell you no, frostbite wasn't what caused any issues, but then there's so many issues that are tracked back to
And Edwards is
transition.
lined up now as a
So
slot
it's just like
receiver.
one of those things that's
3rd
like,
and 12 to go.
yeah, you can say
Working
that,
left
but-
side. Catch is made.
But yeah, look at XYZ, that all happens.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just
I
about
really like how
anything,
this
and it's
game
gonna
plays.
work,
I know it's not
and they
perfect, has
stop
its
the
issues.
offense
I would
that
really,
time.
and I did fire up Madden 15, you know, because I was like, oh, the defense here,
And
right? And then I
lining
was
up
playing
for
it, and I
a
was like,
44-yard field
the
goal.
defense didn't feel like it was anything better than this game, you know? And that's why I ultimately came back to this one. I was like, you know, 15, he
No
missed
good.
it.
An empty
Missed it.
trip
Let's
for
go.
the offense.
15 got rid of the pass rushing mechanic that I really liked, and then it got rid of some of these cool camera angles that I liked, and then it got, well, that was the main thing. The graphics look better, though.
Here for the defense.
But ultimately, I was like, you know, graphics, I was like, I'll take some of this stuff
1st
over.
and 10. Looking for an open receiver on the right.
That catch gives them a first down.
Yo, that looked really good.
All the quarterbacks in the NFL, they'd all be great if they had all day to throw like this. When you give an average quarterback this kind of time, he turns into a great quarterback.
Pretty sure this game had True Step. And I missed True Step. The plan, Rex Dixon's plan was to bring True Step to all 22 players. It got shut down. But this looked really good. We run play action. And I think this is great, man. Yeah, 16 was a spectacular catch here. But outside of the spectacular catch, I'm trying to remember, like, what was the rest of the gameplay like? Was there any, like, major, like, issues? What was franchise mode like, compared to this one? Things like that. Because I know they switched some stuff up in franchise from 14 to 15. But this was really great to me. So look at the free rushing blitzers right here. They chase the running back. I play action this, and they go and chase him. And then they realize that he doesn't have it. CJ Spiller picks up and gets a block, and I'm able to kind of just drift and float. This is just really good all across the board here. Whoa, this is actually better than I realized. This is way better than I realized at first glance. So 73 he kind of slides over behind the center. I'm not really sure why. He misses the 58 linebacker coming in, but it's okay because he ended up chasing Spiller. Then 73, was that Caldwell? Is that his name? Sees the number 20 coming in on the blitz, who's chasing Spiller as well, and he comes over and gets a block on him. So he misses the guy coming through who chases Spiller. Spiller blocks there. Caldwell blocks the other one. I kind of drift. And then look at this double team over here. So he gets around off of the tight end. 77's waiting right there and kind of just hits him a little bit. Really good. I kind of float in the pocket. He is fighting with 79 and he disengages and comes after me, but at that point I'm able to just loft it down. That overall was really solid, man. I didn't realize how good that was live. Like, I was like, oh, play action.
Chandler's a tight end, but lined up in the backfield for this play. 1st and 10. Spiller's going to take the handoff now.
Here we
Makes
go.
the tackle after a pickup of 15.
Squeeze through the line right there.
And
Was
there's a lot of
patient.
reasons why they got
Found the
that
hole.
long run. But the biggest one, the good blocking up front, but what patience for the running back.
Yeah,
He
15
did not
they
panic
switched it up.
because
I
took
actually
a
think
while
what
for
they
that
did in
running lane to
15 should
develop.
be brought
When
back.
it did, he saw it, he hit it, and he used his
where
talents
you
to get down the
had
field for the big game.
a set amount of points each week that you had to spend for game plan.
Chandler's
like
a tight
film
end, but
study
now
and all that
shifted
stuff.
into the
Practice.
backfield.
It was
1st and 10.
really
CJ
unique
Spiller
and actually
up
gave
the
us
middle.
something to
Kuechly,
do.
who makes the tackle.
Week to week that mattered. How you
You
split
got to
up
keep your
your
offensive
time.
lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every
Mattered.
once in a while. That run, even though it was a
We're
short
gonna
game,
run it again.
it served a purpose.
We're gonna run it again. Oh, I
That
don't know
last
if I wanna
running
run
play
this
was
right
good
here,
for
though.
only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
We're gonna run this.
They need to get the play off. Drop back, shotgun formation.
Oh,
And he's almost
too
intercepted.
high.
Quarterback was under a lot of duress on that pass, and alas, it's
It was
incomplete.
open.
I listen, I know he was under
But I threw
duress,
it
but
high.
you got to hit these type of throws in the NFL. You're not always going to get perfect protection.
We're lucky.
That's not a good job by the quarterback.
Lucky that wasn't picked off.
Jackson is in the backfield.
Man, Stevie Johnson on the quick out, kind of.
Manuel standing back in
No.
the shotgun, ready for the snap. And complete. And he's going to be tackled.
Wasn't much
and that's
there.
going to
We're
bring us to
5 for 8
4th
for
down.
22 yards, man.
Terrible job by the quarterback.
We haven't
It's
not been able
third
to open
down.
up the passing
You throw
game.
it short of the markers.
And most of those yards
you
came
get
on
a
that play
completion.
action
That's
pass,
great.
if not all of them.
You're really accurate. But
We'll
there were
take the field
guys
goal
open down
opportunity.
the field. Take a chance and go for it.
An empty possession.
No
for the
way.
offense.
Well, that was just a bad attempt that time by the kicker. Missing it. That would have tied the game if he made it. And those 3 points, I'm pretty sure they're going to come back and haunt the team.
Oh, game flow was 100% abandoned quickly, man. Because could you imagine game flow in today's game with
Smith's
a
going to get
custom
set
playbook
in the slot for
or
the snap.
even the improvements they've made to
First
coach
and 10.
suggestions for
D'Angelo
27.
Williams taking
Look
it
at-
right up the middle.
I'm telling you guys, I don't
That was a running
understand
play that time by
what
the
happened
offense. It picked
when
up
we
some good
needed
yards.
them
Nothing
to
like it.
rebuild the
Show the
run
defense
passing.
you're willing to get
Look
in
how
there
good
and
that
slug it
was.
out and get some tough running yards.
But the game flow where you
And
actually
Edwards is
had
in the
the
slot.
coordinator in your ear, do you guys remember
Out
that?
of the
That was
gun.
Madden 11.
Challenging the defenders to the
That
right
was a Madden
side.
11 thing. You had game flow, and you could
We've hit the
hear it
2-minute
in your
warning
headset.
here in the first half.
That was so cool. But could you imagine they brought back game flow with the coordinators, a
And
voice, you have a
Edwards is
generic voice, it's
receiver
fine, whatever,
in the slot.
with the play
Newton's
call.
gonna take
But
it
then
from the gun.
right now the game flow is, oh no,
He's into the open. And now they'll be
the
on
game
the
flow
other side of
is
the 50
pretty
after
poor
this
as far
play.
as plays. You're getting a lot of repeat plays, right? I'm noticing that the more I run it, it's a lot of repeat plays, similar to how coach suggestions have been in Madden for a while now. But Madden 27, Coachable 27, it felt like they did a lot of work on the coach suggestions. And even if they didn't, you could create your own playbook with the suggestions. And then you could just have game flow, and it's giving you the different plays that you create, and then you have the coordinator in your ear.
Offense
I'm
lines
telling you,
up
for
here.
immersion, if they brought back with the
Newton's
coordinator,
going to take the snap
game
from the
flow would
shotgun.
be
Newton connects with Steve
game flow
Smith.
would be awesome. And then it also, EA is obsessed with speeding up the games.
Every quarterback
You're
in the
taking-
NFL
you're giving people the
loves this
option
coverage
to,
where you got 4 defensive backs all playing
not
deep.
have to even be in the
so
playbook.
in routes, anything across the middle.
And then you can have the full instant
Good
replay
job of the
because you
quarterback
have,
taking
like I have right here,
advantage
the
of
little
defense
game
that
flow
time.
screen. You have this whole clean thing right here. But at any time if I want to, I just go into my playbook. You know? I think game flow is 100% slept
And now
on.
they'll try over again on second down.
And I think people just didn't use it very much
Newton
because it
takes
was the
from
same,
shotgun.
you know,
Throws
5,
to the right. And Williams.
not 5, but the same,
And
you
not
know,
until they pick
15,
up good
20
yardage
plays.
as he brought
And
down.
you can scroll back and forth, it'll change it.
Well,
but
I think we're seeing something
same
we see
kind of
with so
issues
many
that
teams
are
now in the NFL.
present in Madden
Running
26.
backs who can do it all. This guy can run,
But in
block,
Madden 27,
and
he
he can
brought
catch
that back?
short passes and make long
yeah, man, look, you
gains
get this
after it.
clean
Nice
screen,
job.
cool cut screen.
The Panthers
See the
signal
guys
for a
huddling up.
timeout.
Oh,
They
this
have
game had
2
the
remaining.
101 timeout glitch still.
First down here after the completion.
To Williams.
Oh no.
Stutter step move.
There we go.
And
We
that'll
defended that
gain
pretty
just
well.
a few yards.
You get the ball to start the second half here.
And Edwards is lined up in the slot.
They send the tight end in motion.
2nd and 7. Reaches out and snatches it.
The best way to keep the other
Gotta hold 'em
offense
to 3 here.
on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
We're in a blitz. We're going to take a shot. Take a shot.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Newton in shotgun formation.
Yep.
And he's
Blitz
going to
got
be
through.
brought down.
That was big time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't know if I should run cover 1
Williams
here. I
is
think I'm going
in
to
the
audible to
backfield.
cover 3.
Tight ends in
Back
motion
off.
here.
It's 2nd and 16. They're running the clock down. They have 1 timeout left.
To Williams. He has the
All right,
grab.
held him to 3.
The Panthers with no
That's a win.
timeouts left.
Should be an easy
That's
one
an
here.
absolute win for us, considering
and converts on the 3. So that's going to do it for the first half. Panthers are up in this one.
Panthers have more offense in the first half than the Patriots had that whole
Let's
game.
quickly
so
go
obviously
to
the changes that I
Danielle Bellini.
made
She has an
were
update.
an improvement.
I had a moment to quickly speak with Coach Marone during halftime. It's a low score here, and he attributed that to the lack of passing yards on both sides. He told me that each team has struggled to get it done through the air, and when that happens, teams can pin their ears back and focus on the run.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
All right, we got to get some points on the board, y'all. Oh, we haven't done anything offensively. We had a missed field goal, and then we were down there, and we had a field goal. We were going to have a field goal opportunity, and we
CJ
fumbled.
Spiller is in the backfield. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Lutulele
Got to get something
makes the
going
tackle.
offensively, man. This has been
That's
a way
terrible
more
read by the
defensive
running back. It's a short
game.
game, but it's all his fault.
We were able to put up points against the
He should have cut it
Patriots.
back. He didn't. And
I'm
that's
very
why he
happy
was
with the
tackled.
changes I made. We need to
Wide
cut back on the
receivers
CPU sacks a
stacked
little
up
bit, but I
on
do
this
have an
play.
idea on that. You know, I work towards it. It's been a little
Second
bit
and
better.
7.
Cam Newton's
They'll
been playing
call on
better.
the services of
I thought we were
CJ
handing it off.
Spiller.
Oops. Doug Marone, yeah. It's crazy some of the way the NFL has shifted the last
The
decade,
Panthers
you know?
with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
We need to move you over
The
here.
wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Play clock's running down. He'll throw it over the middle.
Oh, no.
He makes the catch. So a 3 and out.
Shoot.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown
I had time to
behind the
throw
line of
a little
scrimmage.
bit.
They do it that time.
I couldn't
Nice
find
catch,
anyone
but
open.
A loss of yards on the play.
Signals.
So against the
fair
Patriots,
catch.
we were able to establish the ground game a little bit. We have not been able to here. I think I'm going to come out and I'm going to try to spread the offense out. We're going to come out shotgun. We're not going to go game flow. Next offensive possession, we're spreading it out. We're going to be running shotgun. And we're going to try to loosen up that
First down,
defense so we can
offense
run the
ready
ball.
for the snap. The quarterback will hand it off.
Nice run.
D'Angelo Williams with a nice piece of running on that play.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and
Oh, it looks
just
so good, man.
controlling the
The
football
instant
game.
replay looks so
job by
good. We
the
get 2
offense
replays.
managing things so
Both
far
of them
here
look
today.
good, realistic.
Olsen's
Oh, that's-
playing
this
out
is
of
the
position
PS4
in
version.
the backfield here. And he's going to pitch it here. Breaks free.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And he's brought to the
Jeez,
ground.
that option's killed like 2
The
times.
defense got to be a little
they've got
aggressive
us with
here.
that.
Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another
But yeah,
score.
I still have my all those Maddens on my PS3. I'll never get rid of them. I really wish PlayStation, like the next console, the 6, would just do full backwards compatibility. It'd just be so convenient. Like, I don't understand why we can't have it. Xbox gives you like pretty much full backwards compatibility. I'm pretty sure.
Previous play. Back to the ground. Ball is out. He's brought to a halt.
Well, the defense always says.
I mean, is that
"Let's
true? Like
cause
on the
some
new
fumbles."
Xbox,
Then when you
the new
cause it
Xbox has
and
a
you're not
disc
able to
slot,
recover
right?
it,
One
that
of them
is
does,
one
and you can
emotional
play
letdown.
virtually any Xbox game on it, right?
Second down coming up.
Looking to the right side and throwing.
Oh, no.
Secures it. That's a touchdown. Shrugs off the first hit.
All right, we're in for a battle here, man. Like, we were already in a battle. We got shut out in the first half. The White Sox is I am
Well,
reality.
that was a good
I don't know what
job on
that
that
means.
touchdown that time, and I'll tell you, there's nothing like being on top of the other team and make them chase you.
Earlier in the stream, can you talk about what you heard about XP and why it won't be fixed? I don't know.
This works out about 40%
I mean, that's information
of the
shared
time if you look
privately.
back on history, and they'll go for that
I don't know,
two-point conversion.
You
How
know,
much
if
does
that's
this
something I
sting? They get
should
the touchdown,
say, but basically
still
the
they
essentially
fail
thing
to
is
get the
that
Jim, I think it
I mean,
takes a
the
lot
XP
away from the
system's been in the
football
game
team.
for how
It was
many
a
years,
terrible
and it
decision.
hasn't been fixed.
Now we'll find out if that 1 point comes back to haunt them.
Panthers ready to get the pigskin in the air.
People have it. I don't know. People complain about it every year, I think.
That's a touchback.
But there's a reason they haven't touched the XP to have it balanced. Because XP got brought in Madden 13, right? Madden 12 still had Madden 12 still had the standard progression system. XP came in Madden 13, I think, with the introduction of Connected Franchise. They haven't fixed it.
10. Can't hold on.
Put the football in. With the gloves these receivers wear, the rules that you can't
Oh
touch
my
them,
goodness.
there's no
Why are we
excuse for
dropping
the
these?
football.
That's an easy... I mean, we actually had a nice little pitch and catch there. And just off his fingertips.
Chandler's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time.
I don't like XP at all.
CJ Spiller.
Power
But
running.
MLB The Show, I guess,
Teams
recently
in this league
switched to
don't even
XP
do it
system.
anymore. This team,
They used to have
can power it
a
up in there
standard,
and pick up those
letter
tough
grade
yards.
progression system. XP system makes absolutely zero sense on a logical scale. Makes 0 sense.
The defense
You
comes
cannot.
out of
There's
the
no
nickel.
one that can defend it logistically.
Third and 6. Looking for a receiver on the left side.
Oh my God, he caught that. I thread the needle.
Made, but the first down is picked
Derek
up.
Rodgers. Let's go.
I like this.
What a
Show some
catch, Derek
patience.
Rodgers.
Don't try to get it all
Woo!
in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
CJ Spiller is in the
We're
backfield.
gonna keep.
Manuel's going back to the air on this play. Steve
We're
Johnson
gonna keep
hauls
throwing it, man.
in.
We have not been able to run the ball, so we're just gonna try to.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Yo, what's up, Michael? Welcome to the stream. This is Madden 14 or 25, the OG 25. The PS4 version, because it came out for PS3
Second down,
and then
even after the
PS4. So this
completion.
is the next-gen PS4 version.
Manuel's got it in the gun. He's looking to the right here.
Oh my
on
God, I
this
tried to
throw.
lead him.
Oh, and almost picked off that
Good recovery
time.
from the DB.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
PS2 days, it was letter grade. They progressed just based off of their potential rating. Performance didn't really have much to do with it. Just like in NBA 2K, right? So in NBA 2K, right now, currently, you can, you have players. You can have a player who's got, like, let's just
Jackson's
say C
a
potential.
running back normally,
right?
but
C
this
plus
time
potential.
lined up as a receiver in the slot.
And you can, have them on your team, and you can go out. Sorry, I'm going to pause for this real quick. You can have this guy on your team who's got a C. Let's just say he's a 78 overall player. He's 22 years old, and he's got a C plus potential rating. Which, if you know NBA2K at all, C plus is not very good, right? He's not really going to progress too much. You can go out with them as a user controller, as user controlled. You can put it on pro difficulty. You could score 50 points a game for a season with him. Set all the records. It won't adjust his potential rating or his overall whatsoever. The stats have no impact on his overall. His overall is 100% dictated based on his potential rating, and then they have the boomer bust system, so the boomer bust can change the potential down the line, but it's not going to be changed based on the statistical performance. I want the potential system like that. That's what I want. That's what we used to have here.
Manuel's back in shotgun formation. Makes the reception for a gain.
Yeah, this game has so much more immersion. You're 100% right, Michael. And we're playing it because we're waiting for college football to come out. And I deleted college football 26.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
More, because at the time they switched to XP, you know, that was all the rage was like Call of Duty XP stuff. So they tried to bring it into sports games. Has no place being in a sports game. None.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
The RPG, you can have the RPG elements without XP.
Spillers handed the football.
Oh,
running
that
to
block.
the right.
Let's go. Finally got a big run.
Spiller.
Good job getting the first down by the offense.
There's
so
no
look at the
place for
defensive
XP
players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the
in
sideline a
franchise
little
mode.
longer.
There's just none.
That's
because
what they're
at any
hoping for.
level, you cannot break it down to where it makes sense at a realistic level. And if we're going for realism, you know, nobody wants XP-based progression. They're like, I think the thing was, oh, player, you know, we'll give people control. They can go upgrade their players, and they're going to love it so much and play it. No, man. 2K doesn't... People play more at my NBA
now after
than
picking up the
I think
first on the ground.
people play franchise in Madden. And they don't need or care about that
with
in
the running
NBA
game
2K.
on first down.
No one's complaining about that.
Nice job that time by the defense.
Aspect.
They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And
We
they
don't
stopped
need to go and
before a
upgrade
short
our
gain.
players. Oh, we want our player to have this specific upgrade here or there. You know, to try to go like in Call of Duty where you could upgrade your gun and attachments. Like, that has no place in a sports game. None. But that's the route that they went, was they're trying to have the elements that you get like in Call of
This
Duty
will be the
of
eighth play of
XP-based
this
progression. It makes people want to continue to play more to try to get the next upgrade. It's just, no.
2nd and 7. Looking for an open receiver on the right. He's got the grab, and he's got the first.
Hey, Jax, you're okay, buddy.
Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
You got an injury here.
That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field. And my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt about it. That makes everybody
Superstar and
nervous.
X Factor abilities are worse, 100%.
The offense is set at the line for
if
the
an
first
EA dev
down
reached out to
after
me and
that
said, hey,
completion.
SGN, you get a choice. We're going to get rid of XP-based progression, or we're going to fix
CJ
the
Spiller
superstar
drives ahead.
abilities to be like college football. I would have them
Good coaching on the
switch the abilities
defensive
to be more
side.
like college
Everybody
football.
stays at home. They
10
stay in
times
their
out of 10.
gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Marching down the field and taking their time.
Because as much as I hate the XP-based progression system, we can make it work to an extent. There's no making the ability system work.
Second
if you're a
down
sim
and
gamer.
9. Scrambling out of the pocket. for
I had
one.
nowhere to go. We got a yard. Potential system just makes so much more sense. But they need to do like Madden, or not like Madden, like 2K, and have like a boomer bust, right? So like you're not like a true way to have your potential, but it can fluctuate, right? They have guys that come in and you have that boomer bust.
This
So just
long
your
drive
potential grade
continues.
doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to do that.
3rd down and 8. Got a little screen set up here.
Let's go. Let's
Touchdown.
go.
That'll close the gap.
We got on the board. It's been a tough game, man. I'm enjoying this. You're a heavy sim gamer. Me too, man. I want realistic experience. That's what I want. And when things feel off or feel too easy, or they just don't make sense, and you look at it like as a realistic, perspective, it just makes it tough.
Make the opponent keep playing. See if he gets tight. If he gets tight, you got a better chance.
American, when is that college game supposed to release? I don't remember. Yo, what's up, Lucas? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through.
The Bills getting set now for the extra point. Driving extra point is good.
Early 20, so it's coming out for March Madness, essentially. It's not coming out like
the Panthers kickoff
something.
Return team is on the field after seeing their defense surrender some points. The score's 12-7.
Bills ready to boot this one down the field.
And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
Well, 2K releases like end of August, beginning of September, right? So if they did like an October release,
up in the backfield for this
you're
play.
a full month, if not more, away, though. Yeah.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
I hear you on that, but at the same time,
Setting
EA's
up in
dropping
the
college
on this
football and
play.
Madden a month apart.
2nd and 9. They hand it off to the running back.
5-yard total.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards,
definitely people who
you
play
are going to
both
get into
that are
the
going to
head
get
of the defense.
Would get college
You're
shoots
basically
and
saying,
GTA,
we're
but there's
tougher
also a
than
huge
you are,
amount of
just gonna
people
come right
that
at
are
you.
going to get GTA that they're not
Challenging
college.
the defenders to the right
Oh,
side.
what a freaking throw! They're not sports gamers. You know?
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look
Varsity
for the
looks
open
really
space
good
when you throw
in
against
what
zone.
they've shown.
That's
like,
what he did, and he got the nice completion.
This is my takeaway on Varsity. They've shown a lot of like the one-on-one player movements, like the wide receivers running around, quarterback throwing and stuff. But then the gameplay they've shown, where it's actually multiple players in the field, it doesn't look as good, unfortunately. And that's the hardest part, is to program. It's not programming one guy throwing the ball or one guy running around and stuff like that. That's not the hard part. The hard part is when you get multiple players on the field and they're interacting and stuff. So there's videos where they're showing like 7-on-7, and the 7-on-7 does not look
right on the sideline,
nearly
inbounds.
as good.
There wasn't much there that time, so good job by the
like
quarterback
the
just
individual
throwing the
stuff that
ball
they've shown
and getting the catch and just getting a couple yards.
Player progression and regression in 2K is awful. We have full controls for it, but the biggest reason it's so bad is because
now is going to go nickel.
Honestly, it's because
3rd and
2K
6.
jacks up the player the player potential ratings are all so damn high. That's what really messes it up.
They're in punting formation.
Oh.
"15 minutes to go, and we'll return after this message and a word from your local station."
So I mean, you can global edit player
Welcome
potential
back.
ratings,
We're
but the
about to get
problem
back
with that, though,
underway
American
here in
Spartan,
this one.
is that because I do a lot of global edits. I don't know if you're familiar. I have global edits and stuff that I do.
Punters
the problem
all
when you
set
get
here.
to the player potentials is you don't want to. There's some players on there you don't want to nerf their potential, right? So that's where it gets tricky. And EA, or not EA, but 2K struggles with, they want to keep the older
He's
players
brought
that are
down
good,
at
like
the
somewhat good,
30-yard
but
line.
then also you need to have some of the older players not be good. And so it's kind of hard. You almost have to do it on an individual basis. It's doable. Yeah, I'll probably look at something for 2K27.
CJ
Like I
Spiller
dropped
is
my new
in the
roster,
backfield.
and I have a formula that I'm going to work with. I'll look at doing potentials too.
Manuel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. In trouble now. Star Latulele
I really wanted to take
in
a
on
shot.
that
It
play.
wasn't there. Well, I was talking about you do
Manuel, one
all
of the
every
reasons he
single
was
player.
picked
I
in the
mean,
first
I
round
don't
by
do
the
it by
Buffalo
per
Bills.
team. I do it
One,
by
he's really big,
the whole
and
league
two,
at
he
once.
is mobile.
I global
So when
edit.
there's nobody
I
open
don't do
down the
team by
field to
team.
throw
I
the
do the
football
whole league
to,
at once.
he
You're
can
saying
pick up
do
a
it.
few yards with his legs.
You're saying
Second
going
and
in there
short. They'll call on
and
the
doing
services of
the quick
CJ
edit
Spiller.
and go to player potential and just
Nice
going
job
through.
that time. The run play gets the first down. You move those chains. Hey, it's kind of fun to watch a team tough enough and patient enough to run the football to get these first downs instead of throwing it all the time.
I understand what you're saying. The only thing is, so
They're
you
able
actually have to
to
have like a
move the
legit
chains
formula.
after that
Because
last run.
you can't just be, oh, my opinion is so-and-so needs to go down and so, there needs to be some sort of method to the madness or science behind it for multi-year.
Manuel's going to take it from the gun.
Oh my
almost
God.
caught.
They are dropping a ton of
There's
picks with the
man-to-man
interception
coverage on the
on
defensive
default
side.
50.
And the defense
I
does a
just got
job
bailed
like
out.
this
Like, since
where
the
they
fifth
are
time I've
covering
been bailed
those
out.
receivers.
But you got to have some sort of formula to it because you can do it for the start, and then I guess you can, do draft classes. If you do draft, but you need to have a formula for draft classes too. AI helps with
CJ
this.
Spiller
I mean,
is
I
in
used
the
ChatGPT
backfield.
a lot when I did for 2K for coming up with some ideas.
Second and
I
10.
never tried it for the
CJ
potential
Spiller.
rating.
And they advance the
Because
ball onto
AI
the other side of the
pulls-
field.
I don't think
When you
AI
have
really has
defensive
access
ends
to
that like to
how
go up
the full
field and
progression
think they're
system
gonna get
works.
to
They have the boom and
quarterback.
bust
You know what you
system.
do to those kind of
But the thing,
defensive
the AI
ends?
can't
You run
accumulate
draw
for the
plays
boom and bust.
screens
So you
underneath them.
also
Take advantage of
are
the
you
fact
also
that they're not
adjusting
reading
for
their
boom and
keys.
bust, right? Because that's there too. But AI is just going to pull information from Operation Sports Reddit. It's just going to go in there
Nickel
and
formation
pull
for the
people
defense
post.
here.
All these different websites it's going to post. I don't think it truly understands all the progression sliders and stuff like
Third
that,
and 6.
and how the game actually
The throw
progresses.
to the left. And almost picked off.
Gemini actually gets into all the backcoding framework. Can you give an example? Or can you elaborate on that? How Gemini gets into 4th and 6 on the 47. Do we go for this? No, we got to try to pin him deep here.
The punt team is in place and ready to perform.
Pin him deep. Oh no. Is he going to go out? No, it bounced the wrong way.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
Yeah, and when you send me what it sent you, can you tell me what you asked it just so I have the full context? Because I used ChatGPT, right?
They come to the
and
line,
I'm
it's
very
first down.
specific in my prompts for ChatGPT. Like I give it a
Newton's
ton of
gonna take the snap
information.
from the
Like when I was
shotgun.
building
Mario Williams has a sack.
like player tendencies and stuff like that. I didn't
Nice
use it
job
for
that time by the
sliders.
defense getting the sack.
but,
The blitz was well timed, and when it's well
I
timed,
did do it for player
the
tendencies and
offense
stuff
doesn't
like
have
that, and I
time
was
to
very
react, and they
specific
get
with
a
it.
good sack.
Ultra think is a secret word. I've never really used Gemini. Like, yeah, I have ChatGPT.
Williams is in the
I have Gemini on
backfield.
my phone.
Williams taking the handoff.
Oh, no.
Makes a move and gets around the defender.
Man, they've run it well. 14 for $120.
After that long run, that running back deserves a break. Go over to the sideline, let a few guys pat you on the rear end and tell you how good you are, and then get a little oxygen and get back in the game. What a run.
We are tired, man. Ultra Think for ChatGPT.
Smith's
I have it on the
lined up now
thinking
as a
model.
slot
I don't think
receiver.
that there's one that says Ultra
3rd and
Thinking.
3.
But I do have it on the thinking model.
Going across the middle.
Oh my God, we
That
picked him.
ball has been picked off.
Oh my
Brings the
gosh,
play
let's
to
go.
an end.
Snickers is the proud sponsor
Nigel
of
Bradham,
this
let's go.
satisfying defensive replay. When hunger hits, Snickers satisfies.
See, we had Snickers replays. I mean, everyone's making a whole fuss over the real life ads or whatever. They had Snickers, Papa John's in this game.
Well, nowadays, your linebackers, they got to be able to do everything. They
All
got
right.
to be big enough to get in there and stop the run, and also athletic enough to be able to get in position and make an interception. Good job by the linebacker.
Oh, I've never told it to do that. I've never
1st and
used that.
10. Eyeing that left side. Shakes
Oh,
off
let's
the
go, Fred
tackle.
Jackson.
Good
Let's
piece
go.
of
Way to be a
tackling.
beast. Not CJ Spiller. Oops.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I'd be sneezing on stream.
Here's the first snap after
right.
the big play. Play fake here. Looking to the right side and throwing. Touchdown,
Let's
Buffalo
go,
Bills.
man. 4th quarter lead. We scored 14 points in the 4th quarter. We had none before that. It was our first touchdown in the 3rd. I don't remember.
Good job on that touchdown. That puts them ahead, and it's always, of course, better to be ahead than behind.
So let me ask you this, American Spartan. Do you send... Because there's 2 ways that progression is handled in NBA 2K. You have the actual progression, right? You have the progression-regression slider. Then you have the player growth, peak, decline.
The Bills lined up now.
Then you
for
also
the point
have
after.
the badge ones, or the other, like the actual
point
progression
after
where it's
try
like
is in the books.
if they have certain levels of training or whatever, they progress, right? So you have so many different
The
levels to
Bills
progression.
defense will be ready to come back out in a moment. The offense making sure their efforts
should've went
weren't
for 2 there.
wasted on the last drive, making good on the interception and putting points on the scoreboard.
I don't know what I was thinking.
He's got a chance to return this one.
This
And
game's
the
been super
tackle's
fun, though. The
made
only
right
issue's been the
around
CPU
the
sacks.
26-yard line.
But I got an idea for that. You're currently testing a lot of that too, because I feel like if any AI is going to give an accurate answer, it's got to
Olsen's move from the tight end position to
know
the slot.
all the different tools,
1st and 10.
like all the different sliders and settings that are in the game.
And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. That
Oh, we got
ball
another
was
one.
picked off.
And I don't use your catch,
Breaks
so
the tackle. Nifty
that's
move
CPU.
past
That's
the
the
defender.
CPU for me.
That was a
Curtis
terrible
McClellan.
throw by the
Let's go.
quarterback. When you're off target like that, you deserve to throw an interception.
That's good. Good looking coverage and ball tracking, man. And we stayed on our feet. With Leotis McKelvin. You did send it every single slide. Yeah, that's what I've been having to do. So have you ran with what it said sent you? Have you done like a count, like of the base roster of how many 90 overalls there are and 80 overalls, and then simulated a year, done a count, simulated another year, done another count. Get like 2 years in and see what the total 90s and total 80s are in comparison to where you started. Have you done that at all? Because that's what matters. Like you
First
at
down
least
here.
get 2 years in with some
Spiller's going to
balance.
secure the handoff. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
When you run off tackle, One of the things you're looking for is for your tackle to make a good block, and then if you have a lead,
You're building your own
fullback,
college
can he
basketball
get
game in
past
Unity?
him and block the linebacker to
Do you have
free
any
up the
clips that
halfback
you've
so he can go
uploaded?
in between them
Oh my
and get
God,
in
I
the
can't believe that we
secondary
get that
and make a
off.
big play.
Do you have
Now
any
they
clips
take
that
the
you've uploaded
football
to YouTube
onto
that I
the
could look
opponent's
at?
side of the field.
Nothing fancy about that, but it's a
Or
good
uploaded
run.
anywhere?
Gets a first down. Now the offense has 3
How
more
are you getting the
chances.
animations, out of curiosity, too? How do you get the, you know, because you can, you know, code stuff, right, for all the everything else, but how are you getting the player animations, right? Because all these games do
First
mocaps
down
and
here
stuff.
after the run.
So how do you get animations?
They'll stay on the ground on first down. Gain of 8.
Would you be
Good
willing to
job that
post them in
time
my
by the
Discord?
offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
I really want to watch. I want to look. I want to see what you got. But I'm super intrigued
Chandler's
now.
playing out of position in the backfield here.
Second down.
On the
for
animation
first.
aspect
CJ
of it.
Spiller.
And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the defensive line?
You bought an animation
Getting that
pack from Unity for
penetration,
$70?
Getting off the
And
football at the snap.
what
and
animations
getting it done, getting in
for
the backfield
basketball
and making that tackle.
were in that $70 pack? Just out of, like, I'm sorry, I'm probably annoying asking all these questions, because I'm just asking because there's obviously, you have defensive stances, you have blocking animations, you have dribble animations, passing
third
animations,
down coming
jump
up.
shot animations, dunk animations, layup animations, you know, running animations, you know. So I'm just very
Manuel
curious.
got it in the gun.
Oh my
And
gosh,
he's taken down.
I had them. It had that many. And then how do you build your player models?
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
How do you plan on getting?
Should
I
be
didn't
a
even mention
routine
rebounding,
punt.
steals, diving for balls. I mean, but like, how do you, are there other packs you have to buy to get that, or how does that work? We pinned them deep here. Can you post something? Can you post a video on my Discord, or just DM it to me on Discord? I really want to. I'm super intrigued, man.
Olsen's moved from the tight end position to the slot.
Tight end in motion.
Newton's back in shotgun formation. Cam Newton unleashes the
Going deep
long
again.
pass. Almost intercepted that time.
The one thing as a quarterback, when you miss a big play down the field like that, you got to watch it again the next day on film.
So you have to buy. So just out of curiosity, you have to buy every single like player's face scan.
And Edwards is going to get set in the slot for this snap. 2nd and 10. Screen pass. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Not much the offense can do in a
You're making
situation
face-
like
gotcha,
this.
gotcha, okay.
3rd and long, what you probably will have to
Yeah,
do
please. Can you
is
send me a
either
clip of
surprise
whatever
them
you
with
have?
the
I really
run
want to.
or throw it short and
Really
hope
wanna
somebody
watch
can make
this.
the play and pick up a first down.
3rd and 12. We're gonna call our own play here.
On the way, 3rd down.
Up the middle.
Quarterback draw.
The tackle is made, and
And they're
that's
backed
a
up,
3 and
so I
out
guess it makes
series
sense.
for the offense.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long.
That's big. We're
Not
gonna have an
easy to
opportunity
pick
to
up
grind
first
this
downs
out.
in these type of situations.
We're not at the clock. They have to. They're punting it back because they're pinned deep. We're gonna be in field goal range.
He's going to try and return this punt.
breaks the
Yeah,
tackle.
we're in field goal range right now, so they gotta basically use their timeouts. Hope that we hold us to a field goal. And we're gonna come out in the shotgun, but we're gonna run the ball. They were only $30. Dang.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
And even if they hold us to a
Now
field goal,
first
then they
and
have
10
to.
as they go ground here.
Then they need a touchdown. They're not calling the timeouts yet, which makes sense. I don't
In this
think
defense,
they should.
they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
We're gonna get Fred Jackson up in here.
Well, as the clock is winding down, the offense would like to just run
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
that makes sense. No, I get what you're saying.
2nd and 6.
They'll call on the services of CJ
Oh no, I tried to
Spiller.
cut back. Was not able to cut back there.
Always
I
good to
had
have
the
these
hole
types
right
of
there.
runs. Yeah, it's
Right
not
there,
a
I
first
had
down,
it.
but it sends a message. It shows
I
everybody
was
that you
just
can
a
run it when
second
you
late,
want to.
and I ran
also,
into
it
Cody
opens
Glenn.
up so many other things for your offense.
3rd and 3.
Chandler's
That's so cool. What are you
usually a
doing?
tight end, but he's in the
So
backfield this
you're
time.
making bodies and stuff, and you have to code
Third
like how they
down and
move on the
3.
court.
Staying on the ground. They deck him in the backfield. 2 minutes to go in the second half.
Well, that time the defense gets the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And listen, I blame this one on the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
When you see the defense in a situation like that, you must change the play. Don't waste one in the NFL. You don't get enough chances as it is, and that one lost yards.
All right, made
The
that.
kick is good.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to
So
take
what do you
advantage
have
of
done
it.
so far?
The
Like,
offense didn't
like
do
what are
it.
the
I
clips
blame
that you
the coach.
posted?
Those were
What are they
terrible
of?
play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
Pikachu Guerrero, what's going on? Welcome to the stream.
The Panthers are prepared to return the
God,
kickoff.
Cody. Yeah, you can learn pretty much everything on YouTube. They have tutorials out there. It's pretty wild.
Smartly takes the knee in the
You
end
built
zone.
your able to run around the court. Are you able to shoot the basketball yet? Or dribble? If you couldn't tell, Packers fan. Packers.
And Edwards is in the
I'm
slot.
assuming you need a pretty powerful PC to do all this, yeah?
First down and 10. Set up screen. And Williams
Picks up 4.
That's so cool, man. I'm super
He's
excited to see
looking
what
to
you
the
got
right
going
here
on.
on this throw. Moves around him. There's
Can
the
you use
tackle, but still,
Your favorite
it's
team's the
enough for
Packers?
the
Very
first
cool.
down.
Are you able to use AI to like
And
write code
Edwards
for
is a
you?
receiver in the slot. The defense gets a sack.
You have a generic HP gaming PC? Hey, that's what I have. I have a generic HP gaming PC, and I upgraded the RAM. I have 32 gigs of RAM. The graphics, I have a GTX, what is it, a 4,
Well, looks like the
40,
defender
50
was
or
caught
something
in the
like that.
neutral
Not very
zone,
good.
Phil.
Yeah, he was. Good job by the quarterback.
I mean,
You know, he
the
made that
Amazon
little
description
voice
when I bought
inflection.
it said it could
That'll
run
get him every
Fortnite.
time. This quarterback's a little sneaky. You know?
Not that I play Fortnite on here. I'm just saying I downloaded
flag
like
gives them a
NCAA
new set
14
of downs.
revamped, and it was
Newton
struggling.
standing back in the
run
shotgun,
that.
ready for the snap.
And
And
a
I
good
got a
gainer.
Madden beta
Let's give him
a
9.
couple years ago from my guy Smitty.
The Panthers
Um,
have saved all 3 of their
PC.
timeouts for here in the fourth quarter.
And I put that on there, and I put on the lowest settings, and it couldn't run it.
First down, offense. Still first down.
That's all you need? Really? Huh.
First and 15 after the penalty.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Brings it in. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Shove David Jones are free. Dang, so how do you
And
get it on
Williams
your
is lined
Xbox?
up as the single back.
Got a flag down here,
Pick it.
and that ball's
that
nearly
wouldn't have mattered.
picked
They had a
off,
free
but he
play.
dropped it.
How do you put it on your Xbox?
Offside. Defense.
What apps have you built?
Players from both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on
And
the
they're
defense.
creeping into our defense is gassed. Look at this. They're creeping into field goal range, y'all. But that doesn't matter. They need a
The
touchdown.
Panthers coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and 1. Looking for an open
Oh, no.
receiver on the right.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
You built stat tracking. So how does it pull the data from my college football dynasty? I'm
The
calling
Bills
timeout here.
call a
Our
timeout.
defense is
Their
absolutely
first.
gassed.
The
I need
defense
my
needed to
defense
slow
to
this game down, so
have
that
a
may be
little
a
bit of
very useful timeout. Now they're ready to go.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Newton in shotgun formation.
Looks to his left.
Let's go.
Interception.
Game ender.
The tackle is made.
Wonderful job by the
Gilmore,
defense
let's
that time.
go.
They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
We're gonna escape with a victory. I want to look at that. I feel like Stephon Gilmore baited Cam Newton here. He's lined up over 14. He drops back. And he runs and jumps like he's gonna take. Is that Ted Ginn in the flat? Yep. So he runs and jumps, leaving 14. This would have baited me too, man. Like, so he's sitting over, who's number 14? Edwards. Okay. He's sitting over Edwards, and he goes and he jumps like he's gonna, and look at this though, he's looking at the quarterback. He jumps to take Ted Ginn in the flat, and then he turns and drops back, and he goes back. And he makes the play. Like, if I was the user and I was Cam Newton here, as soon as I saw Stephon Gilmore jump up like this and I have the out route to 14, that's where I'm throwing the ball to. Because I'm like, it's open. You throw it over here. Gilmore jumped up. He's screaming towards Ted Ginn. But no, he stopped and he drifts back. That's absolutely awesome. If I have an issue with College Football 14 revamped on your PC, it's a CPU issue then. I played last year's Madden on PC. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's a GTX 40. Yeah, the PC was built in 2021. And I bought it in summer 2022, mostly for video editing and stuff, but I was like, I was looking up, and I was
They
like, the
come to the
graphics
line of
card, it
scrimmage.
says is
First
good
down.
enough to play these games, so I was like,
Spiller.
okay, I'll
John
try it, and I
Beeson
upgraded
brings
the
them
RAM.
down. The Panthers
RAM was cheap,
signal for the
so I put another-
timeout.
it came with
And that's
16
the
gigs,
first
and
one
I
they've
added another
used.
16.
The
Or it came
defense
with 8
needed
and I
to
added
slow this
24.
game down.
I don't remember. I'm
That
up to
timeout
32
might
though.
be very useful. Now they're ready to go.
But anyway, I never thought of playing games on it, but then I wanted to do NC Football 14 revamped. And I was able to get it on,
Second
and I
down
could run
coming
it
up.
at like native settings. But as soon as I
Handoff,
tried to
looking for
upscale
some daylight up the middle,
like 1080p,
and they're going to call a timeout
or,
here to stop the clock.
60 frames per second or whatever, it just struggled. And then when I had a
After
Madden
that
beta
defensive
code,
timeout, we're
it couldn't
ready
run
for
it. I
action.
set all the settings to the minimum, wouldn't run it. When I had Maximum Football Early Access on
Quarterback
PC,
is coming to the line,
it could run it,
hoping
but
to
it was
avoid
a
being
lot of
sacked
tearing
for a third
and,
time.
you know,
They feed him the ball
stuff like
again.
that. And so,
He's going to be tackled right around the
where's my
24-yard
CPU?
line.
HP. Oh, let me find it for you. I don't know. I literally got to pull up the Amazon order
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
from back in the day.
Takes a knee.
Filter. 2022. Fly. All right. What's crazy is this computer's now going for $1,000, and I bought it for $600. Okay, I might have lied about what's in there. My bad. HP Pavilion gaming desktop with an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650. I thought it was higher than that.
Nickel formation
anyway,
here for the
GTX
defense.
1650.
This
10th
was a
gen Intel
good game to
Core
watch today.
i5,
Competitive all the way to the end.
10400F with 8 gigs
Well,
of
they
RAM.
came
I
in
added
off a
24.
win,
I'm up to 32.
and they get another one here today.
256
Hey,
gigabyte
2
SSD,
weeks in a
which
row,
doesn't
Jim,
matter.
you
Yeah.
play good
So it's a
football, you
GTX
win.
1650.
That's a
My
lot
bad.
of
I was
positive
lying when I said
reinforcement.
4050.
You feel good about what you're doing, and there's no way you think you'll lose the following week.
It's an i5. i5. i5 is the CPU.
Oh,
Okay,
my
okay.
gosh, I love these gym dance. Anytime you get near the goal line to throw it in as a quarterback and get that touchdown pass, it is awesome.
The
Today's
minimum
play of the game
8-core
is this pass near the goal line to
processor,
the
and I
TD.
have no idea what that means, man.
It's been a game we'll always
I'm assuming
remember.
5 means
Jim
it's
Nance,
5-core.
Phil Simms, so glad to bring it to you.
I don't know PCs like this, but I can tell you I bought it's this computer was built in 2020, like HP released it in 2021, and I spent $600 on it in 2022, and you can buy it brand new now for $968. Isn't that insane? 4 years later, and the computer cost has gone up in value. I bought the thing for $580, and then after taxes, it was $623. And now $570. It went for $579 back then. Now it's $900, over $900. How much is it to upgrade the i5 to an i7? Cam Newton played a lot better than Tom Brady did, so we are making progress. CPU is computing data, GPU is graphics. So that would make sense as to why when I edit videos on my phone in CapCut, the rendering is like 20 times faster than when I render videos on my computer. It takes forever on CapCut. When I do it with my phone, it's so fast. And I have a Pixel 10. I'm assuming that's why. 23 to 32. We need to get that average yards per attempt up a little bit. We're making progress, though. We're making progress on getting the CPU quarterback play right. I will say I'm happy with the 71% completion percentage, though. Rushing. Let's see how they did here. We were at 4.7 yards per carry. We had a big one with Fred Jackson. Otherwise, we were pretty solid there. What did we have? 27 yard. Right. Otherwise, he's 3 for 13. 23 for 109, and we had a 16. So very balanced running the ball there. And for the Panthers, 14 for 120, 6 for 36, 1 for... So, pretty solid there. Now, the issue, of course, is sacks. He took too many sacks. 2, 4. He took 6 sacks. Now, 2 of them were the first 2 plays of the game. and then it was 4 the rest of the game, but still too many. I have an idea how we can address that, but we are making an improvement. He played a lot better than Tom Brady did, that's for damn sure, as we make these improvements. A new CPU chip would be like 400. My motherboard has to support it, and I have no way of knowing if my motherboard would support it or not. That's what sucks. So yeah, I mean, I mostly use my computer for, I pretty much use my computer for editing videos on CapCut, and then now that I stream on Lightstream, wrong place, it hosts my stream, you know? I will say we didn't really get any holding calls. It was 1. Didn't really see a lot of holding calls. I was a lot happier with these 2. I think we're going to leave those alone. We're going to go right there. Yeah, but that I would only really need to upgrade it if I started. So here's the question then. Is my graphics card sufficient to play? Is my graphics card sufficient enough to play Madden? No, I'm not with the, I mean, thing is I have 24 gigs of RAM in this that I can just pull out. I don't need the RAM, but RAM has gone up so much. So this graphics card's sufficient to run Madden at 1080p 60 frames per second. It's just the whatchamacallit, the CPU part. Graphics card sufficient though. Interesting. I don't know why they advertised that this could play, like, people, even on Amazon, people said in the review, like, they could play Fortnite, they could play Apex, all that stuff, and it's like, it doesn't run it for me. Alright. We are going to... I'm not grabbing a guy who's 23. We're gonna scout these guys here a little bit. Strength, pass block, run block. Awareness is important. Man. Not seeing much that I like. 20 years old, I like that. Awareness is huge. We're not getting anything over here. What Madden? This is Madden, we'll just say Madden 14. That's what it really is. All these question marks around. Ooh, that's good, but that's bad. Oh, I can scout it again to know for sure. Okay. I'm remembering now. I'm out of points just like that. Man. They literally have Mark Davis in the game. How crazy is that? I mean, I guess they have the owner's face scans in there. I miss this stuff, man. It's not just like, I know they're bringing back the little stories, but having these little photos and stuff with it is just... It's an extra little thing. Now, notice they don't have the logo. They have the colors for Utah, and they have the color for Iowa State. They just can't have the logo. This is so cool. How did we lose stuff like this? This is just a nice little touch, just having little generated photos and stuff. Chad Henne has started 37 games in his career, but he won't be starting this week as he lost his spot to Blaine Gabbert. I mean, this is all, like, this is just nice touches, man. Ooh, Matthew Stafford looks like an alien in this photo. We have the Jets. Alright, we're going to continue to scout. Oops. We're going to look to build our offense. We have Cody Glenn over there. We're going to continue to look at... Ooh. I can see why you're going to be a first-round pick, despite the awareness. Yeah, I'm not interested in you anymore, Ricardo Pruitt. Man, we burned through these points. Oh, there's your unblock. Ooh, this is a nice looking center. He's 23 though. A strength, yeah, that matters. That's big time. I was sick of that being there. I need to take him off the trading. Why are we trading that guy again? I just don't understand. Left tackle, we got Cordy Glenn. And we got Chris Hairston, but we have Chris Hairston playing somewhere else, don't we? He's a 79 overall. We have Doug Legursky. We need a left guard. Eric Wood is good. And then he's a 73 overall. Eric Pierce. I should be putting Hairston in at either left guard. Is what I should be doing. Or I honestly should be trading Eric Pierce, add him to the trade block. We're going to take Urbic off the trade block. And then what I'm going to do is going to put Harrison over at the right tackle. There we go. And now we got to just set our depth chart here. I don't want to get rid of Kerbick, because it's good to have a good backup. You know what I mean? Have a backup that you can move around a little bit when you have injuries. This makes sense. And then we're gonna put... Yeah, this makes sense, right? You got 30-year-old Eric Pierce. We got 24-year-old Chris Hairston. Start him. Get something for Eric Pierce. That makes sense. That's what we want to do. You know what I also need to do? We need to look and see. To look and see. We gotta check play call totals. Make sure we're getting the right amount that we are supposed to. So attempts. We have. Let's just. I don't need to calculate. I can just do it in my head. 25 plus 19 is 44. Plus 12 is 56. 56 plays right there, and then we're going to add the 6 sacks because those were plays, you know, that they didn't get the throw off. So now we're up to 62 plays. We go to rushing. 62. And we're going to add the 10 right here, makes it 72. Plus 12 makes it 84. Plus 27 is 104, 111. If you divide that by 2, we're at 55 plays. Yo! You got folded. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. 55 plays. If we, I mean, obviously we dominated it, but that's, you know, if you split it down the middle, we're at 55 plays. We're really wanting to be around 60 plays. Let's check this game. We gotta allow for, we gotta, you know, we can't just do it off one game, right? So that one was a 55 per team, essentially. 111. Let's go over here. Attempts. We had 52. Plus 8 is exactly 60. When we go to rushing, 60 plus, we're going to do this the easy way here. We add those up, that's 10, that makes 70. Plus 4 is, we're at 74. Plus 23 is 97. Plus 10 is 107, plus 4 is 111. So we're exactly at 111 plays, or 55 a team, through 2 games. What we need to do is see how this compares to a random game around the league, right? That wasn't us. Do sliders usually release on member? Yeah, members will always get sliders first. That's the perk of being a member, is you get member perks that you have access to are, when I'm working on a slider set, you get access to beta. So I'll post beta and you get to test it. And then also when I drop a release, you get 3 days early access. So you get access to beta sliders, to test and provide feedback, and then early access. So we want to make sure that our plays are lining up with what the sim stats are looking like for plays. So let's go ahead and check that out. 15, oh my god. 59 plus 40 is 99, plus sacks. We're at 101 and we haven't even got to rushing. 101, we haven't got to rushing. Holy smokes. 101 plus 19, we're at 120. 135 plus another 12 is 147. That is insane. We're looking at 70, 75, 77, 78 plays per team. That's insane. That's insane. We'll look at another one here. This is crazy because if you look in Madden 26 and Madden 25, CPU teams average like 50 to 55 plays. They don't average real life play totals. You actually have to tune the user down. You can't get real life play call totals because the CPU doesn't run them. That first one, they got it, right? So here we're at attempts, 38 and 41. It's 79. Then you throw in, there's 0 sacks, we're at 79. And then we're going to add 89, 90, 94, plus 40, plus 42 is 136. So you divide that by 2, and that's 73. Wow. That's a lot of plays. We're going to do one more. That's a lot of plays. 35 and 35, that's easy. That's 70 plus 76. And then we're adding in 76, so then we add in the 10, we're at 86. Plus 13, 14 really, we're at 100 there. And then we're at 145. Wow. CPU has a ton of plays in SimStats. Like, we definitely have to increase our quarter length. We're not going to have the stats. That is crazy to me. You look in Madden 26 right now, and CPU teams are getting like 110, 115 plays during sim. So we'll save that. Alrighty, we are going to wrap it up, y'all. Wrap up this stream. A little short, didn't get a lot of viewers coming through today, so we're going to kind of chill. I mean, we do have some people watching on X, but I feel like it's all bots because nobody comments or says anything. They're just watching on X, but they don't say anything, and I can see it if they comment, so that's really... I know that they're not commenting. So anyways, thank you guys for coming through and hanging out. I'll probably be back with a stream tomorrow, and we'll just dive in and play another game here. That was a fun game. That was a good game. It was a close game. We won because of the sacks and the interceptions, honestly. And so it's just addressing the quarterback play a little bit more. We made a big improvement. If you guys saw the game we played against the Patriots, Cam Newton looked... I made some changes. Cam Newton looked 1,000 times better than Tom Brady, so we made another change, and we should see an improvement again to try to cut back on those sacks and interceptions a little bit as well. But thank you guys for coming through, hanging out with me, and appreciate the time spent, and hopefully we see you guys on the next stream. Until then, y'all, peace.